After some quite extremely cold mornings, we're back to a sun temperature of about 61 degrees. You can see there on the temperature clock. After some extreme cold mornings of about lows of 10.9 degrees, lilac update. So, look at this. See, the extreme this morning was about 14 degrees Fahrenheit. However, the coldest we've had was about 10.9. So we've had some seriously cold mornings. And these plants, this tree, it's not really warm right now either. That wind gets you, it affects you pretty bad. In this, look at the lilac here. From just the very limited updates I did on it, I did about what? One update in May, another update in July 1st, and now an update in November 1st. An update right now. Man, look at this shrub. See over here, it's got more leaves, but they're like black. And up there, they're almost lost. That wind is bad. But up there, they just look how they do. So you can see all the leaves that just fell in a week as we've been mowing them up. There's a lot of leaves coming off this plant. Each cold morning helps detach more leaves. I just want to make a really fast video on it. See if we stand back from an angle there, what it looks like. Every leaf on it is burnt. You can see here if we touch one. They're all like kind of shriveled and dead and ready to fall right off. So, but it's got set buds. As you can see right there. It's got a bunch of set buds ready for next year on all the limbs. So yeah, that's a very quick video I wanted to make, just a quick lilac update and how it's looking. Did grow quite nice. I think I might have made an update. I did make another update, so this is the 4th update. I did do the pruning update, so you can see kind of how it looks now. I mean, versus back in August when I pruned it. Back in August when I did the pruning on it. Yeah, it looks pretty exactly the same right now since it didn't put any growth in after I did the pruning, as it was already later in the season. Although it wasn't cold, it was just getting ready to slow itself down for the season, even as early as when I pruned it. So that the peak growth of it was probably in that lilac, or in that, I'm losing it, in that that July update I did on it. That was peak, and it was full. But then I did that pruning in August and took it all down like that, and now you can just see if we get a look like this. It is quite leaf drop, but it's holding on to them leaves. Keep in mind, it's November in Montana. It's cold. It gets cold. We've had blizzarding snows already, extreme winds. We've had feels like of like 8 and temperatures of 10 with extreme frost. And this thing just still holds on to them leaves, along with like a bunch of the willow trees do right there and down there. But you notice it's mostly only the willows that do that. A couple northern mountain ashes are doing it, but the green ashes have lost their leaves long ago, along with the aspens. So just a couple limited trees that still have their leaves, but yeah. You can see that lilac is holding on to them, so we will make an update on that maybe when that loses all of its leaves. Just like a quick YouTube short or something. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Fall is over almost. It's almost winter. Daylight savings time is just this Sunday, so the sunset's gonna be like 5:10 p.m. It's gonna be really sucky. So, and that doesn't change much for the trees though, because there's still the same daylight hours. I mean, it's declining still. The daylight hours are going down, but it doesn't change the trees just because daylight savings, because the sun rises an hour earlier. You don't lose daylight just because the sun sets earlier for daylight savings. So you can see all the snow that came down. It still hasn't melted, so it did quite snow. You can see here our spring snow. And over here, all the trees have lost all their leaves there. Our spring snow. You can see it's got a bunch of set buds ready for next year as well. Go to 0.5, I'll show you those. See, a lot of those buds are set and ready to go on this, and should be a nice year for growth even on these limbs. We've got some set buds there. Apical buds at the top. Look quite nice, ready to go. They've swollen up a little bit, but they're hardening too for the winter, so they look quite nice along the whole tree. But that wind is miserable right here, especially for this tree. It gets winter burned pretty nicely with any remaining leaves in the fall. And here, while I'm here, our juniper bush. Still, it's conifer, so still holding its blue, but looks a little bit frozen after we did the pruning on it, and it's been some extreme frost on this plant, so it's been through some weather as well. So, but they're all doing great. See you guys in the next one.